Hey snappers, I was just sitting and meditating and thinking about God and just what my life and journey has been with him. You know, I have realized or come to the realization that ever since that I have made the decision to embark on this new journey, God is really in control. And as much of a control freak that I am, I God has been teaching me that he's the one running this thing. And I was so afraid. I was so afraid that I'm not walking in the right direction, especially when I first decided to embark on this journey. But I'll never forget the day that I was sad and down and distraught and confused, and he whispered softly, "I'm here and I've never left." And the control freak that I am, always wanting to know everything, I'm like, okay, Lord, if you're here, then why am I in all this chaos and why am I all in this confusion? And I couldn't grasp, how is he going to bring me out of this? How am I going to see that this is him? As a people, we want to know what we're getting ourselves into, and we want to know how we're going to come out, but really it's in the journey that we learn so much. And it has really been a process. It really has. I just continue to live. And, as I sought after God, and I didn't go back to doing the old things that I used to do. I focused on God. I kept going to church. I got in my Bible, fasted, prayed. And it's just so crazy that as I kept going and kept living, God manifested himself to me. He kept confirming to me that you're on the right path, and I haven't left. Every church that I've been to, God would confirm, 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 confirm. And it was just an awesome. And I'm very impatient, okay? Anybody who knows me knows that I am very impatient. I want to know right now, like, tell me the answer right now. But God has been faithful, and he's been teaching me patience, and he has definitely been teaching me how to just surrender to his will and his way, not my way. In spite of my doubt, and in spite of the negative things, and in spite of what some people, said about me, I did a video on YouTube. Check it out, Nina Vlogs, about following the grand idea, and that's what I've been doing ever since I gave my life surrender. God has been proving to me ever since that day that he whispered to me that he has never left me, and that he is by my side, and that he is ordering my steps. I was just at the hospital the other day, and there'll be times where I'll feel the Spirit tug me to pray for people, so I'll pray for certain people. And this particular guy that I thought to pray about, and the reason being is because, you don't really know if these people are Muslim or any other type of religion, and you don't want to, like, and this guy seemed to be dealing with some homosexual issues, and I didn't want to offend him. Like, some people like, oh, because I'm a homosexual, I need to be prayed for. And I turned around to walk out the door, and I felt this regretful feeling strong. So I said, okay, let me turn around and let me just be obedient, okay? So I prayed for him, and surprisingly, this man was a prophet. And he began to prophesy to me some things, and he began to confirm things that I was feeling in the spirit already. And I was just like, yes, God. And earlier that week, I was, feeling doubtful again. I said, Lord, I need something to keep me going. I need something. I just felt it in my spirit. I wasn't saying, but it's so crazy that I just thought that I was to pray for him, but I ended up getting blessed in the process. I mean, there were prayers that I prayed that this man spoke of, and I'm like, oh Lord, okay. So I just want to encourage you guys. First and foremost, don't judge a book by its cover, because that's what I did. And second of all, when you get that tug, you better listen to it. If you have the Holy Spirit residing in you, God can send any servant of his, any messenger to get your attention. So if it's a homeless man, if it's a homosexual, whatever, we all have fallen short of the glory. So don't judge people by their struggle, because we all can be used. I was just at church today, and the preacher was preaching about how we're so used to receiving a word from somebody who looks like a preacher, but we'll ignore. So please follow and obey the Holy Spirit. I don't care what it looks like. You listen, because you're blessing. So know this, God, he's in control, not men. He's in control, and you better follow him with all your heart.